All right. I did some stuff in here. Okay, so you're here, Josh. So we
Yeah.
have this issue. Uh, can we?
Yeah, we can close that. We still have the issue in community because there's some things I need to look up in terms of
Uh-huh.
getting me on certain membership stuff, which might also need to have you and other people added.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I haven't done the PR to CNCF yet, but we can close this one and leave the one in Kubernetes community open.
Okay, so quick question because I think also primary of the motivation to do it soon was for KubeCon NA.
Yeah. And that requires my PR to CNCF.
Okay, and just also just piggybacking on that. Remember that you told us that if we want to request a meeting room for a community meeting, we need to do it. Should we do it now?
I We do that as part of the Maintainer Summit CFP, which I don't know is even open yet.
Okay.
Let me see. The Yeah, but we definitely should request that since there's gonna be enough of us
But,
there.
but if you're saying that it's part of the maintainer summit, does that mean that we will have the community meeting during the maintainer summit?
I mean, ideally, yes.
But if we do it, so there's two things that I could think. So first,
Yeah,
the now it's on a Sunday.
right.
So a community meeting may not attract a lot of people.
Yeah, well,
Ah,
so the only time that they're going to have stuff for meetings is going to be either on Sunday or on Monday,
okay.
because the rest of KubeCon there's no space.
Yeah, I think Monday is a dead day for everybody.
Yeah,
Uh,
and we've done that too for some of the other Kubernetes subprojects.
uh-huh.
We've had a thing on Monday. However, in Europe, API machinery and auto scaling had like a day long planning and hack session on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd want to make sure that nothing like that is happening again
Okay.
before we plan something that conflicts with it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, I will think that it will be better on Monday
Yeah,
than Sunday.
yeah.
But
But regardless of the schedule, it goes through the maintainer summit
okay.
process, um, because that's who's in charge of it. Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
So
and the
I'm gonna
maintainer summit CFP is not open yet.
okay, cool. Um, thank you. All right. So closed. We're already tracking it in. All right. So we got this request risk architecture. Uh, we even had a pull request open, and then the pull request. Um, so we told the contributor that we need to run the Prow infrastructure, and we don't have uh, that infrastructure with that architecture over there. Uh, so then someone even mentioned that we close the pull request there, or the contributor close the pull request. We don't have plans on enabling risk. Uh, so can we close this? You're muted.
They put a comment in there for the person who asked the follow up question, which is they really need to take this. Um,
So for the follow up in the so
yeah,
someone kind of necro bumped this.
yeah,
So you mean this?
yeah. Yeah. I mean, we don't have any particular plans. I mean, that said, if it was readily available through Kubernetes E2E,
So
then we could
I
do
think
it, and if it's not, then we can't.
Yeah, so it's like Power PC or mainframe. Is we have a company
Hmm.
behind it with the motivation, but we don't really have a motivation supporting this architecture. We don't have any specialists.
Hmm. Yep.
So I feel like we can close the parent, this
Oh yeah,
parent.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, I was just thinking I probably want to comment on it.
Okay.
The,
So do you want to comment before and you close it?
um, mhm.
All right, so I'll leave it to you.
Yeah, yeah,
All right, so just to comment and possibly close the issue. So then we just got now this. So I don't know what's happening if there's an explosion in architectures. So now we have this
yeah.
support long CPU architecture. And then we have a pull request. And I already briefly reviewed this pull request. I didn't comment anything. Uh, okay, so actually, Mark replied. But yeah, like this is not even adding tests, it's just adding a release artifact, and we don't have a way to test. So I think we can also close this. Uh, or maybe just like put a very similar comment to what we put in here. I think that's the solution. And then later we go back and close the parent issue. Uh, um, um, all right. I think that's for this. Reply in the pull request. We can't support to this architecture. All right, so then we have this one. Um, so we have this one that is very similar to this other one. So Benjamin opened these two issues. I think it's basically the same thing. But one says that it's for release 3.5. I see that we already have the pull request merged. Um,
Yeah, this is, I think, a PR I submitted and then the check failed, but I think Benjamin approved it anyway and said, just go fix it later on. And then this week I was supposed to update the
oh, hold on. So,
libraries.
so
So,
here, okay, so this was your pull request,
yes,
but
I backported a couple of PRs to like 3.5 and 3.6. I think that's why this showed up.
yeah, I think so. Maybe what happened is that no one linked the issue because I remember seeing the pull request for 3.5. Uh, uh, so for 3.7 and 6, yeah, so this contributor commented. So we just need the change log entries. So where is it? It's 3.5. Yeah, I remember seeing this. Okay, so it's in here. So
Oh,
we
I see what
already,
you mean now. Okay, got it.
yeah, so we already have this pump, and this is, okay, so let's just link this to this. And now, if I remember correctly, when I did the release, this got into the latest 3.5, and I would think we have a changelog entry. Yes. Let me just say what pull request was this. Okay, so I did it because it wasn't. It didn't have a changelog entry. So let me just to keep things straight. Let's mention that we already don't release 3.5. The changelog entry went in when I did. When I set the release date, logs in web tasks. Please. All right. So I think that was easy. Oops, did I close it? I think I closed the window too. Oh no. Uh, Let me see. Okay, yeah, I did close it. All right, closed. Yes, 3.5. They're all there. Places are. Change log entry. Then we have this. What is this? Okay.
So I wanted to ask because I couldn't attend the last meeting. Sorry about that. But you said like we should do like the AI to do a comparison. Wouldn't the more deterministic outcome be like just match like deterministic fields programmatically rather than like AI do that?
So yeah, we had a little bit of back and forth with Benjamin.
Okay.
And what he wanted is to maybe do a sanity check that the contents of bill of materials match the contents in the new two files. The problem is that the files are massive, so it's
Yes.
impossible to manually do a review. So we were thinking that maybe we can fit this into AI and ask for a comparison. Um, it's mostly to see again just a sanity check. So the back and forth was because also Marek was saying like, so we also know that the old bill of materials is uh, kind of abandoned. So what's the value of actually doing the comparison? But I think it's just to satisfy everybody.
I see.
Uh,
I would say like if we can do it like with a script, I think the outcome would be deterministic. Where like AI, I don't know how
yes. So,
like
yeah. I mean, technically, so the point is like, so also not to waste like anybody's time
Mhm.
because again, this is just to satisfy Benjamin.
Yes,
Um, and I get it that he wants to see that actually, so that we're not just putting garbage in these two new files, right? So again, not to waste anybody's time. So I will suggest. So the idea with using AI, it's also could be like write a script that does the comparison. So you don't actually need to manually write a script because it's a one shot,
Yeah.
and we don't want to maintain it. So
Oh, I see.
yeah, so not even add the script into the repository. It's just like maybe showing the script and showing the output, and that's enough.
Ah, I see. So how would this integrate into the flow? For example, like once you're like, I
So
think,
so again, we don't want to integrate into the flow at all. It's just we just wanna, so for the sake of um completeness, again, we just wanna ensure that at least all of the things in the bill of materials JSON are in the new two files. So like we just wanna know that, or if there are any discrepancies.
I see. Okay.
But we don't want to add a check. We don't. So it's just a one shot. Like here it is. Um, could even be a Google Doc.
I
Uh,
see.
uh
I see.
and
Just one thing. So I added so I think tools was not covered by SBOM before, so I added tools and a couple of other things. So it might show up in the diff in that sense, but
we don't. Okay, so that's a good point. We don't want to add tools. Tools is on purpose out of the BOM.
is there a reason why we don't report tools to SBOM?
Yes. So we follow the Kubernetes approach.
I see.
They also don't publish the tools because in tools we have things that are not, so they're not part of the release artifacts, basically.
I see.
So yeah, tools have like some dependencies, like I don't know, like for example, um, what's this? I think Sneak or something. Like one of these tools, or Trivi. I think Trivi is in there. It's like
Hmm.
it's not part of the release artifact. It's just used to verify some stuff. So tools should be outside of the scope.
I see. Okay, so I'll chuck that from like our SBOM thing too, or
Uh,
at least like create the Google Doc so that everyone can see like the diff like once and for all.
uh, uh, Maybe in the Google Doc add the script that you used
Yeah,
so everybody can see it. So we
will do.
want one time check that the dependencies match dependencies or licenses. And then the other thing that we discuss is like get the tools out of the SBOM. Uh, so when we discuss it also, so we decided that in 3.7 we're deprecating, uh, but the this will likely be merged for 3.7.1.
Okay.
So we just announced the deprecation, and then the
Yeah.
solution is gonna come in 3.7.
Okay.
Mhm. Because we already did the release branch, and we don't want to merge these things in during the RSC process.
I see. Okay. That's fine. There's no
Okay.
rush.
Uh, Thank you.
Awesome.
Uh,
Thank you.
then all right. I was also considering maybe if we wanted to do a sweep of things targeting 3.4, but I did so I did check how do you do this? Like base. So I was looking for pull requests that are targeting 3.4. I only found, I think, this one, and I already closed it. So I don't think we have any open pull requests that we need to close. But the issues, I don't know how to do this. So I checked, and maybe someone has an idea, but I checked this and we don't have anything. But I don't know if we've been labeling correctly. So I
No,
checked
I think
this.
we need to search the text of the issues.
I was also looking at backports. then there's nothing. And then I did this here. I don't think any of this.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of issues that are open that
But
mention 3.4.
okay, so you do it like this, or how did you search?
It helps to actually. No, we're getting the same ones. I generally quote anything that has punctuation, but you're getting all of them as far as I can tell. So we should just go through and actually close all of those. The I'll start from the bottom.
Yeah, this is the first one.
Oh wow, some of these are really freaking old.
Yeah, it's like 2018, I think. Yeah,
So some of them mention 3.4 simply because that's
it
when they
was.
were issued.
Uh-huh. Okay, so this apparently is that's a breaking change. So yeah, I don't think this is specific to 3.4.
Yeah. On the other hand, this looks like the sort of thing where um, we have done all the things we're going to do, and the things that we're not going to do, we're not going to do.
Uh-huh.
Like, like we haven't done all of the things on Gyoho's checklist, but I don't think we plan on doing the things that we haven't done. So unless somebody's going to drop something on the roadmap, I think we ought to close that.
Yeah.
However, I don't feel okay doing that without any discussion, so we should drop that into Slack and just say,
Okay.
"Hey, can
All right.
we?" Yep.
So yeah, I mean, there's nothing that it's. I
Yeah.
think the ones that were like very specific to 3.4, some issue in 3.4, they're already closed. So these are the ones that mention, but again, like not necessary um, target 3.4 are improvements. Yeah, maybe that like type bug. Okay, so technically these two are bugs. Uh, what about this one? 3.5 backport. Oh, okay, so this is just missing the. Okay, I feel like there are not. So yeah, there are improvements. There are not technically issues with 3.4. Uh, all right. So then we have 5 minutes. Should we? Okay, someone dropped this in here.
Yeah, I was just
Uh,
wondering, like, is that uh, the migration to like unify this testing framework,
yeah, I
like
also
the existing
spotted
tests,
this.
like, is it still relevant?
I was also looking into this before, uh, but Marek just opened it 6 months ago, and then we have this pull request that for some reason uh, yeah, I don't think this is ready to get merged, but I feel like Josh is, I think he's busy, so maybe. So I think it's still relevant. At least we have one pull request open.
Oh, okay,
Um,
understood.
is it because you want to work on this, maybe?
Yeah, it's still an open issue, right? So a lot of tests still haven't been migrated. So I thought like I could pick some
Yeah.
and migrate it.
So maybe, I mean, if we have this package and we haven't heard back from Josh, let's nudge him. And if not, maybe someone can take over the pull request.
But maybe change the milestone to 3.7
Okay. I
because
didn't
it's still
notice it.
targeted against 3.6, and
Okay.
obviously we're not.
Where triage meeting Josh, are you still checking? Can we have someone else take? Oh, milestone. I don't think we have a milestone. Do we have a milestone? I can set a milestone.
Yeah.
So should
It's
I?
just it's currently marked with the milestone 3.6.
Is it or the
Yeah.
pull request? It
Oh,
says
the
no.
pull request is. You're right. You're right. The pull request is.
Okay, so that
Sorry,
I can
I
change
was
that.
misreading. I was misreading.
I don't think there are any references to 36. No milestone. So yeah, there's nothing. So I don't think we need to re-milestone. So I think this is one of those things that don't really have a target. All right. So then let's add this in here. Right. The relevant. At least have this one request open. Ping the contributor. There are no outstanding requests or issues specific for 3.4. There are some mentioning 3.4, but sound more like features can
Okay.
All right, I think we're at time. We did cover some issues. So I think that'll be it.
I mean, this.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, this meeting's actually on the calendar for an hour, but
Is it?
yeah, but if you have to go, then we can wind it up. Yeah.
It's for half an hour, but I mean, yeah, I
Really?
don't have anything after. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if
It
you
shows
guys
up
could,
on it shows up
we
on
can,
my calendar as being an hour. But
okay, we can stay. We can do some
hey,
more work.
gonna say what it amounts to is, do you want to stay and do more triage?
So yes,
Okay.
we can always do
Okay.
more triage. If someone needs to drop, it's also fine. I saw also Vivek already drop.
Yeah.
There was at least one thing that I wanted to
Yeah.
tell you, Josh.
Mhm.
And then I wanted to join I'm sorry for hijacking this for maybe 2-3 minutes, but I wanted to join the documentation meeting, but it's at 5 p.m. and this time high in my calendar, but I still couldn't make it.
Yeah.
We have so in etcd, when you go to the release, and we have discussed this, and we have some issues open regarding this, but in the release notes, we're not actually doing release notes. We're just putting these installation instructions.
Yeah.
What can we? So what do we need to do to actually have this in the website? And instead of having these installation instructions here, just link here, like for installation instructions, please follow this link, and then we can
Yeah.
actually start putting here a changelog.
Yeah. Well.
Do we have an issue
Yeah.
open? Okay, in the website.
Yeah.
So maybe can we just prioritize that higher?
Well, I mean, we have installation instructions on the website. So, You can just, I don't know why we direct to the operating guide, I guess because of upgrades. But yeah, we have installation, right? There are some missing steps in installation, like that installation as part of Kubernetes is not done.
And also, so if we check the
But it's not helpful to have the same instructions in the release announcement either.
yeah,
Because that's just the same stuff from the release, and that's just the same stuff from the install pre-built binaries.
yeah, so this basically covers the install pre-built
Yeah.
binaries, but then here we have the Docker section, and I don't think we have a Docker section in here. So I guess that's what we're missing.
Okay.
So let's create an issue.
Yep.
Unless we have one. Let's see.
Oof. Yeah. The
Okay.
I just realized that actually one of those container links in your doc in the release Docker instructions, I believe, is obsolete.
Which one?
Although, wait, is it still under core? Hold on, let me look at Quay.
Yeah, it's quite. Remember that we need to get. Were
Yeah.
you
Oh,
able?
right. I need to. Yeah, and he said he was going to
Yes.
look it up and get back to me, and I need to pester him because he did not get back.
Okay. Is he still at Red Hat?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's create an issue. So add Docker. Um, it's not an installation, but I don't know how to
Yeah.
name it. Docker installation instructions to the website. We want to remove the installation instructions from the release notes. The only part missing in the website. On the website. Yes, the part missing on the website are the Docker installation instructions. We want to have a new section, that page that has that this. All right.
Yep. That looks good. Let's tag it with help wanted.
That's it, right?
And some,
Good
yep,
first
and
issue.
some. We need a little bit more instructions for good first issue.
Okay.
So just leave it at help wanted for now. Like
Okay.
we could turn it into good first issue, but we need to add we'd need to
we
add a little bit more. Yeah.
Okay.
The yeah. Okay. And
So let
some
me add
drive-through contributor will actually generate that. I find that happens pretty reliably.
Okay.
We actually have a first draft of 3.7 upgrade instructions.
Yeah, I saw it and I was
Yeah.
gonna review it, but I thought that
Yeah.
you were gonna review it first.
Yeah. Yep.
So create a new issue for installation. All right. Is there anything you wanna call out or that you wanna review in the website, or should I go in with the?
No. Go ahead
our
and go
filter?
through. Yeah, let's go ahead and go through our technical triage. I mean, one of my other questions for the technical triage is whether or not we had any outstanding bug fixes that we want to merge into 3.7, because we don't have a lot more time to do that. I mean, at this point, I guess we're only merging bug fixes since we already
So
have a
I
release.
I saw this. They say AI and it's in Chinese.
Yeah, that's what translate is for.
So should I just Google translate it?
Yeah. The code won't be Chinese. Okay, I will point out that this was a Chinese project originally.
AI code audit report.
Yeah.
So I think we can close this one, right? Because the result for a report.
For an AI-based audit report?
Yeah. I think we can close it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So discussed. All right. So let me add a link in here. Triage meeting. Really, we should have issues reported in English. So all contributors can.
I wouldn't bother with that.
Okay.
The
I
I mean,
think
like I
once,
said,
yeah, once
particularly with
we ask them to
yeah,
read.
particularly with Chinese, that seems egregious considering who founded the project.
Okay.
But
So
the bigger issue is that we're not interested in sort of drive-through AI scans.
mhm.
If they have a specific exploit to report, then please let's direct them to the security thing. Although, can we actually see, are they actually reporting anything in particular?
No, it just said that the score is like, what was it? It just said that the score was
Yeah.
USDT abstracts. Okay, so
One type of security pattern.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I just say there doesn't, I would just say, actually, honestly, thank you for doing this scan. As there are no actions to take, we are closing this issue.
After then after
Yeah.
translating, what was it? Can you repeat it? Sorry.
Yeah, I would say, thank you for doing the scan. It looks like there are no actions to take, so closing this issue. That's it. They did a scan. The scan showed that we were in good shape. Great. you know?
There. Action items.
Yeah.
So we're closing. And I just want to clarify that I did that translation because it could be lost in translation,
Yeah.
So Google Translate
Wow.
may not be accurate. Translated to English using Google Translate. All right. So closed after translation. To be any action items. All right. Let's continue. So let's focus on bugs, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just mostly a yeah.
So we have this important soon.
Oh yeah, and it's saying and yeah.
Even I think so Benjamin is already assigned. Try to deliver a fix.
Yeah, looks like folks are already working on it. We just need to remind them that we should resolve this before the end of RC.
Yeah, but I think this is still very active.
Yep.
May 29th. And what's this? Seems like we're waiting for Jordan. And just 1 hour ago. Should I bump nudge? I think it's too soon maybe but I to get it. Do we want it in 370? Maybe we just need that clarity, right? It's discussed during our triage meeting. Uh, that is issue 437. Ping Benjamin to understand if we want um, it. Um, any other bugs? Type flake bug gRPC bugs. Ah, you have here a call to action. So the problem is that this is a gRPC proxy issue. We don't have gRPC proxy maintainers, but we do have some um, user base. Because from time to time we have issues with gRPC proxy.
Okay. Okay, right. So we wanted to potentially do a survey, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
I did investigate into breaking this into. I investigated into splitting this into a different repository.
Is it in the main repo right now?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oof,
so
okay.
I did this. So the 2023, I did this experimentation on if we can move it to a different repository. It's not gonna be easy to move it to its own repository.
For build purposes stuff. Yeah, okay. So
Um,
survey
s-
time.
so yeah, so I feel like the option is like, or I don't know if that's also a gateway to deprecate it. So first we move it to a different repository, and if nobody contributes in there, then we just
Yeah, but on the other hand, if we survey our users and we get absolutely nobody saying we're using gRPC proxy in production, then why make the effort to split it out? We'll just deprecate it.
yeah. And again, if you search for, uh, so
Yeah.
if you search in issues for gRPC proxy,
Yeah.
I think we have so cadence in which we get issues. So I think like there's people actually using it. So these were closed because of the issues were stale.
Mhm.
So yeah, doing a survey will be a good idea.
Okay, how? I mean, we have a fair number of issues, which indicates that somebody's using it.
Yeah,
The
I think maybe Uber. I remember someone joining. Was it Uber? There was at least like one big tech company that were using it.
yeah.
But if there's a big company using it, like maybe they should contribute to it.
Well, I mean, right. If it was Uber using it, then yeah, we can put pressure on them to actually put somebody on it.
Hmm.
Because they certainly have enough programmers working there.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be a full-time person, right? It's not that much code, right?
Hmm.
One
Yeah.
person who's just paying attention to, who's spending 5 hours a month paying attention to keeping it up to date would probably do it.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
main issue is that
yeah.
we don't have the expertise.
No, and if nobody wants, and also we don't care.
Uh-huh.
Like none of us personally care about gRPC proxy. I'm not using it.
Yeah.
The Kubernetes doesn't use it.
Hmm.
The so between those things, it's a matter of hey, either we find somebody who wants to maintain this or we deprecate it. The and we can split it out if that makes it easier to maintain, but only if somebody's interested in maintaining it. Okay. The but that already gives me some people I can actually reach directly out to, because obviously a bunch of people filed issues already. By the
Uh-huh.
way, I just closed some other issues involving alternate architectures.
Okay.
It seems to be alternate architecture season.
Yeah, as I told you, I don't know if AI is now building hardware, like what's happening, but
Yeah, I think that's part of what it is that people, AI has put new life into alternate architecture projects.
hmm.
I mean, they already existed. Nobody comes up with a hardware architecture in 6 months, but but they weren't, you know, they were on life support up until people started being able to make the claim that, oh, hey, this runs AI better. So yeah.
All right. So
Yep. By the way, also the risk 5 issue's been closed because
go on.
Kate's infra
Thank you.
has confirmed that we have no risk 5 nodes.
Okay. Awesome.
And that
So
Will Rise did actually reach out to us. They couldn't meet our standards for dedicated nodes for Prout. So
I see. Uh,
so
So there is this one that is targeting 370 beta 0. And apparently, so I think maybe the improvement is what Marek is saying. So it seemed to be not an issue with I just read quickly. Doesn't seem to be an issue with etcd, but with operation of etcd. Marek says if we only had example for downgrades, because we don't have that in the website. Do we?
We have downgrade instructions. See, downgrading. There's a whole link. Whether or not those instructions are complete, I don't know, but they're there.
So we have this. So do we need the instructions for downgrade from 3.7 to 3.6?
3.6. Yeah, we do actually.
Okay. Can you create, or should I create an issue?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go back to the person who wrote the upgrade instructions because I need to review them in detail, but it looks like he did a really good job. And he can probably do the downgrade instructions too.
Okay, so then should I mention that in here and that you're gonna follow up?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Let me quote this. Right. Cover it during our reaction meeting. We'll have we're missing Josh to preview them with the original. Right. So then this seems to be more not an bug but an operation. All right. Do we have time for an extra one? Bug. Sorry, I had this. This one. Latest. I think we can actually close this one. So I don't see any other issues for 3.7.
Okay.
I think this is a quick one just to close. We can close. We already updated. Updated latest go version. Closing. Okay. Already. 126 for 125 11. Right. Oh, 3 more minutes.
Well, we can wind up.
Okay. Yeah, I think originally we had this for half an hour because we also have the community meeting for half an hour. And so the
Yeah.
idea was that instead of having just a single one, that it's a full hour, we had two half an hour meetings.
Okay.
Uh, Maybe also, so we never action into the idea of having a community meeting that it's friendly with uh, Asia.
Yeah. Yeah, and the docs meeting is only friendly with the eastern parts
Mm-hmm.
of Asia.
Mm.
But we'd said it at that time because we're actually just matching the time zones of the people who are current docs approvers.
Mm-hmm.
So our meetings for our this time slot has always been a little weird for me
Mm-hmm.
because like this was the time slot back when Yoho was leading the project,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like midnight for him, and I've never understood why it stayed in that time slot after etcd went to Red Hat and then the
Mm-hmm.
CNCF,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like we can change this to a more China friendly time slot. um the
But if
you
so,
know
the issue is that if we make it friendly with like more like the western part of Asia, then it will need to be midnight Pacific. And I don't
well,
know.
it depends. I mean, yeah, I mean, you can't, the world is round.
Yeah.
You can't open it up for everybody. It's just that 11 a.m. Pacific is not really good for anybody outside of the Americas.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if we move it earlier and had it at like 8 a.m. Pacific, then that would be friendlier to folks in Europe, and India for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and if we moved it, you know, later, like we did the docs thing, it could be friendlier to China and Japan, etc. Um, the
Yeah.
so, but that was actually part of the idea of moving the docs thing where it is, because it actually is a decent time
Yeah, I think by
for
accident,
Japan and Australia. Yeah,
yeah, I think by accident, the time works pretty well for me because if we move
yeah,
it outside working hours, like 8 a.m., for me it
yeah,
will be extremely difficult because
yeah. And
I
that's
need.
and that's one of the things we need to test, right? Because if the approvers can't make it, then the meetings get very short.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, maybe something, but I wouldn't oppose to once. Yeah, like once a month have something more friendly with Asia Pacific, maybe Asia
Right.
Pacific.
Yeah.
Um, that may work, but yeah, yeah, the problem will be for India. May still not be the best time zone or the time if we do it at 5 p.m.
Yeah. I mean, um I just got up at 6 to run a meeting with an Indian project. So the
Yeah,
it's it's how it works. But yeah, um, we've discussed this before, and people have not been enthusiastic about changing it. I mean, the problem with changing meeting times is you just have to try it because you never know who's going to show up until after you've changed the meeting time.
mm-hmm,
And sometimes the answer is nobody, and then you change it back.
mm-hmm.
Um, the but like you have to change it. You have to have at least 3 meetings at the new time as an experiment, and then you can decide whether or not it was a good idea. Um, one of the things that we actually have somewhere in DevStats is what GitHub thinks the time zones of our contributors are.
Mm.
Um, and I know other SIGs have used that for.
Scheduling.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if we're included in Kubernetes and DevStats.
Maybe not. I'm not aware of. Is there a website?
Yeah, it's ks.devstats.cncf.io. But I don't know if we were ever merged. That was something that was a to-do when we went back to being a SIG, but I don't know if anyone actually did it. Because DevStats is on life support now because it's supposed to get replaced with LFX Insights, except that LFX Insights is a pretty long way from being ready to replace DevStats. So
There is an
the
etcd.devstats.
Yes, so we have a separate etcd one, because this just goes by GitHub repos, right? So we have a
Yeah.
separate etcd one, but the thing is that the Kubernetes one has some extra charts that aren't in any of the others,
Uh-huh.
simply because we created them specifically for Kubernetes.
Okay.
And importantly, the Kubernetes one also looks for example, prow activity and reports on some of that,
I see.
which it doesn't for any
But
of the
then
other
prow activity also may be biased by the maintainer that approves the workflows. So anyway, maybe we can just bring the topic again.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try to find that chart because that would actually be the thing to go off of and to see, you know, out of who we have contributing, what time zones are they in, and is there an obvious? Because you point out, right, we do need to include people who are in the Western United States. So which direction we try it in is going to depend partly on where we're seeing folks. Like for Kubernetes in general, I would say we really want an India-friendly time. But is that necessarily, well, I mean, we do have a lot of Indian contributors. We have a lot
From
fewer
China.
Chinese contributors these
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
And so
yeah, could be that. I don't know. I don't know if there's a minority or if the US is actually a minority. I feel like, or maybe it is. I don't know.
well, yeah, but it includes quite a few of the approvers, so we can't ignore that.
Yeah. And
You know?
yeah, and Google has heavily invested on it. So yeah. All right.
Yeah, we are not part of the Kubernetes one, so I need to file that as an issue again somewhere.
So given that you're here and we're 5 minutes over and like whatever, but we're discussing some miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah.
But I want to nominate some contributors to like as maintainers. Sorry, not maintainers, but at least reviewers.
Yeah.
Because we have, for example, Henry. Henry has been actively, but the thing is that technically a reviewer, so he hasn't been doing a lot of reviews, but he's contributing a lot. So I told him like, dude, you need to review something so I can promote you.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it, because like, why promote somebody to be a reviewer if they're not going to review anything, right?
But I think there may be a missing gap in between member and reviewer. Because
I mean,
everybody can be a member, but people that stay around, like Henry, I think he deserves a promotion, but we don't have any other thing other than a reviewer.
There's also a sub-project owner. We don't have any we don't have any currently, but we could, right? Like if somebody really wanted to take on Bbolt, that could be its own sub-project with its own leadership. We don't have anybody, but it would be lovely if we did.
We have at least one contributor, but he's not most pasa, but he's for Bbolt. But he's also, so he still needs a lot of guidance.
Yeah.
So he couldn't just take.
Yeah, so he wouldn't be a maintainer, right? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank
you. Would be something to talk to him about as a long-term goal. Because sometimes if people know that they can actually achieve something, it motivates them to put in more work.
Okay, and then so speaking about memberships, so there was one contributor that just opened like 2 backport pull requests and dependency version bump, and he's looking to get the membership.
Did we accept those PRs?
We did, but it's I don't know if that's like a very cheap way of getting a membership, because I mean cherry pick is just a cherry pick. It doesn't have like any.
Yeah.
Will you
Yeah. I mean, it's
count?
really I mean, the thing is, he has to have sponsors, right?
Yes.
And for us sponsoring, it's going to be based on, do we expect him to go on contributing, right? Because if he's going to go on and doing cherry picks every time there's cherry picks available, it will
Mhm.
fine. That would be useful.
Yeah. So I don't
If
know
he's
if
going to
I'm.
do this one thing, get his membership, and then disappear, then no.
So one thing that I maybe like now too paranoid is because so there are some people who target vulnerabilities in CI/CD. So for me, it sounds like a gateway to get
Yeah.
a cheap membership, and then you don't know like if they're gonna exploit
Oh, right.
something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll send you the link and I'll let you so maybe you can
Yeah.
tell me what you
Yeah.
think and maybe how to reply.
Yeah. Well, where's his PRs?
I'll send you the link over
Okay.
chat so we
Yeah.
don't have in
Yeah.
this
I mean, I kind of
recorded
feel like
here.
the answer's the same thing either way,
Mhm.
right? Which is, if this is literally 100% of the participation he's had in the project so far, then probably we would put him on hold, just because, yeah, the minimum is 2 PRs, but the whole point of membership is that you have some kind of ongoing involvement in the project,
Mm.
because otherwise you don't need it, right? You only need
Yeah,
membership if there's going to be more PRs coming in the future.
yeah,
Um, and the reason why we ask people to sponsor is because we want them to make a judgment call as to whether or not this is an ongoing contributor, or just
right.
somebody, you know who fixed one thing and then is never coming back.
Yes,
And you
I
can
feel like
apply the same test. Yeah.
I feel like I just need your open source
Yeah. Yeah.
guidance,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yep.
expertise guidance. So I'll send you
Yeah.
the link, and then if you can tell me maybe what to reply, because he uh, mentioned Benjamin, and I was like, oh yeah, I think it's too soon, but how do I politely reply to this and still make him engaged, so he can
Yeah.
work to properly get a membership? All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. We'll
Yeah.
see you in 1 week and also in 2 weeks for the
Okay.
triage meeting.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.